Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your July 1st to the 15th, 2022 money and career reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, just a warning for you not to be taken in by any scammers that are pretending to be me. They also pretend to be other tarot readers. Do not be taken in by them. I will not be contacting you, asking you if you want a reading, asking you for donations, asking you for anything. My main source of contact to you guys are through these videos. Okay, with that said, now let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy that we have to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. We have the Five of Wands. This is arguments for the sake of arguments. And this is especially when it comes to the workplace. This is office politics. This is, cattiness, snippiness, just general backstabbing, things that are very childish, very petty. All right. This is going to be coming out more and more during this time. Not meaning that it's going to be happening more. What it means is that you become more aware of the uselessness and the drain of this energy. So don't get involved in it. If you can stay out of it, that'll be the best possible way forward. You're also going to find that you're entering into a vibrational wave, okay? A way of wanting to conduct yourself, a way of wanting to, move forward that is very different than the people you used to associate with. And that's going to be something where it might make a little bit of growing pains where people sit there and think, oh, well, you think you're just too good for us? It's like, no, you're just not on the same wavelength anymore. So just be aware of that. Let's look at our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. We have two right here. We have the soul star chakra located 6 inches above our crown, and we have the solar plexus chakra. So with the soul star chakra, we have the universal light. There is just beauty and light and intensity coming forward. There is a way that we shine and a way that we stand out. That is because of our connection. And it leads us to this determination. There's a sense of rebirth, but there's also a real sense of focus and insight and ideas and seeing things in a very different light. We're working very hard towards a very specific goal. And that's really going to transform us, really going to lead us forward. But we're also looking to transform the path that we want to be on, our end goal. We're starting to see things expanding. We're starting to see new options coming our way. And that's going to be a very big deal for us. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. All right. So what's really interesting here is that the energy that has come through in the very beginning is playing out right here in the major arcana cards that come forward. So we have the death card. This is a dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new. This is also very strong Scorpio energy. You can see something that you're really working towards, really building towards coming to a head from the October 23rd to November 21st timeframe. If you're looking for a time where things seem more settled, or you've transformed towards that goal that you have. Now, what's very interesting is the devil time frame comes forward, which is Capricorn, which is December 22nd to January 19th. You're cutting the ties of the puppet master. This year can seem astoundingly difficult. And I don't mean that in a very negative way. I know nobody needs more negative energy coming at them during this time. It's a very overwhelming time. But it does feel like somebody has been holding the strings, like pulling the strings for quite a long time. Or it can be from the beginning of this year, from December 22nd to January 19th, somebody had their own goals, their own agenda coming into play. All right. And now we're moving forward, and we're going to see that the strings, they were once a very skillful puppeteer. Now the fact that they've been manipulating people and, coercing people and all this stuff, it's coming out. So I do see that it's this whole year of about rebuilding, rebirth, re-understanding, and reclaiming the path that you want to be on. And this is where the dying away of the old self, the rebirth of the new. This person has promised too much. This person has said to us, I'm just hearing like, you deserve better. And they just have a way of speaking that just like pulls you in. It's like says the spider to the fly type of thing. And they pull you in, and you do deserve better, but not by them, because they won't give you better. They will not give you better. They will manipulate. They will be this puppet master that, is gilded. And again, they are gilded, but they are not golden. Golden means the gold is solid through. Gilded means you scrape it and there's rot underneath. You are done with their rot. You are done with their placations and their false promises. There's a lot of eye-opening that is going on during this time. It moves us to the Knight of Cups, moving forward with your heart, which seems risky, for any Aries to really sit there and say, okay, you have to move forward with your heart. It sounds like a good idea, but then we also always like to see that game plan, set out. But this is really letting our emotions guide us more during this time, saying, what do I love? What do I need? What do I want? And it's funny because I'm just seeing, he's holding, this bouquet of roses, but I'm just seeing wild roses coming forward. And it's kind of like, okay, something can look really, really nice. The bouquet of roses can look nice, but if they don't smell, it's almost like, what's the point? So here, it's like, I want something to be more genuine, a little bit more wild, a little bit more free, a little bit less, with that polish on it. There's something raw coming forward that has more heart to it. All right. So again, it's not as polished as we're used to, or as we're told we should like it, but there's this real sense of authenticity coming forward. And there's also this sense, as we embrace our own emotions, it doesn't have to be perfect. And that's going to be something that we really move forward with during this time, that it doesn't have to be perfect, but it does have to be sweet. Like, smell is one of the most powerful memories, and we want it, excuse me, we want it here to invoke that passion, that power, that understanding, to put us in that moment. So with the Knight of Cups, we're moving towards what we love, and we're learning to trust what we love, and trust who we are, and trust what we need, and see ourselves with openness and honesty. It brings us to the Four of Swords. We need to rest. This is going to be a time where we push ourselves really, really, really hard. And that's great. It's great to push ourselves. It's great to be determined. It's great to be focused. But we also need to take that time out to rest, to honor the road that we have walked, to honor everything that we have been through. Because Aries, we always look to see the next battle that needs to be fought, and the next way that we need to work everything out. And Spirit is saying, slow down just a bit, slow down just a bit and see what it is see everything that you've been through, what it is that you've been through, how far you've come. Yes, you might sit there and say, but I have so much more to achieve and so much further to go. Sure. But let's be in the moment right now. And also, let's take care of ourselves. It brings us to the Fool. There's a new road opening up. That's why we need to slow down, because we can be moving so fast and so determined and so, kind of in this clash with the people who don't see, that we don't see a new road opening. We don't also see a new way to celebrate ourselves and move us forward and bless us. And, here with the Fool, we also have to be brave enough to kind of go against the grain and not care if we make a fool out of ourselves. Not care if the path that we decide to take, or the way that we're moving forward, or what we're really nurturing at this time makes other people go, what are they doing? We're not being careless, we're not being reckless, and we're not being hurtful or hateful. We are simply saying that there is more out there than people realize, and then that we have realized ourselves. So the Fool opens us to so much more. And as we're moving forward towards more, we're seeing ourselves better. So we're opening up our arms, we're opening up our soul, we're opening up ourselves. And it brings us to the King of Pentacles. This is a time where strategic moves are going to be made in your career. Okay, there's a door of opening more money. There's also somebody who really sees your worth, sees and values you with greater understanding and greater purpose. It's kind of like this person, I just see them as the chess player of the company, like the person who looks at people and says, oh, you would do really well here and you would do really well there. And this person has definitely you've caught their eye. You might not know about this and you don't need to know about it, but just understand that what you're doing is being seen and how hard you're working and everything, it is paying off. You're also going to have the opportunity to kind of take the reins or to spend the time and dedicate it to something that you really want, you really desire, that's really important to you. So just be aware of this. There is a sense of the seeds that you were planting have started to take root and are starting to grow in directions that, again, you hadn't quite anticipated. You're going to see roads opening up to you. And there is a sense of freedom. Now, I see it, I'm just seeing the beginning and end of the year. Okay? There's going to be so much growth and so much more coming to the table. But again, you have been through being somebody else's puppet. And this has taught you a tremendous lesson. There's also this sense here of, I need to be able to make the decisions. I need to be able to have a say. Now, this might not be possible in our career life. We might go and do our job. It pays the bills, but we need something as a creative outlet or as an outlet for ourselves that generates some sort of prestige, whether it be just fun and you get to interact with other people or some sort of monetary value to it where you see yourself growing, where you see yourself achieving more, and you see the effort that you're putting in reaping a reward and building into bigger things. So just know that here, just know that you do need some sort of outlet during this time that you can build on, that, is this creative, or even it doesn't have to be creative. So when I think of creative, I think of the arts, but for some, it's going to be something that is much more kind of like scientific, much more mathematical. It's going to be something that is that has a lot of numbers and a lot of planning. And I don't know why weighing things and measuring things is so important. You could be building something here, but just know that you have tremendous skill at it. And that's something that builds your worth, that, lets you know that you're worth more than just your 9 to 5. Okay. Because that's really important here. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of, we see things differently and somebody's twisting that. That's why we're told with the Fool that we need to move forward and we need to take that risk. Not everybody is going to see things the same way we do, and that's not a bad thing. It is just simply a fact. It brings us to our subconscious chakra energy, which is communication, and this is the 3rd chakra. We are going to be communicating on many different levels. It's not just what people say that is going to be impacting us. It's also what their energy behind it, what their intentions are, how they say it. We're very sensitive during this time to all forms of communication. We're also going to be highly in tuned to our angels and our spirit guides. So just be aware that they're contacting us, that we're being driven by a gut instinct, a gut feeling, and we need to listen. But we also need to not be drawn into everybody else's trauma drama, because we're picking up on it way too easily during this time. Our subconscious tarot message is the 6 of Pentacles. There needs to be a give and a take. There needs to be a balance of prosperity and bounty and understanding. There is also a sense of, I get paid for what I do. I'm putting the worth on what I do. I'm not selling myself short anymore. And that's really important for us, Aries. All right, Aries. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aries, and may prosperity and blessings always be with you.